This episode of Arafta delivers one of the darkest and most emotionally devastating turning points in the series so far. Every scene feels soaked in pain, rage, and emotional destruction as long-hidden wounds finally begin to explode. The story no longer revolves only around love and revenge. It becomes a battle between trauma and survival. From beginning to end, the episode traps viewers inside a storm of grief, hatred, and unbearable emotional tension. The emotional core of the episode comes from the heartbreaking confrontation with the past. The dialogue about family destruction and helplessness hits with brutal intensity. When the characters speak about being broken every single day by the people who were supposed to protect them, the series reaches a completely different emotional level. The writing is raw, painful, and frighteningly honest. It exposes how cruelty can destroy generations and leave scars that never truly heal. Ateş becomes the emotional fire of the episode. His rage no longer feels like simple anger. It feels like years of pain finally boiling over. Every word he speaks carries the weight of betrayal, suffering, and revenge. His promise that he will not leave alive anyone who caused pain to the people he loves creates an atmosphere filled with danger and emotional chaos. The intensity in his character is terrifying because viewers can see that his anger is no longer controlled by reason. He is becoming consumed by revenge, and that transformation makes every scene involving him incredibly powerful. The episode also reveals shocking truths about Hyder, turning him into one of the most disturbing figures in the story. The accusations against him are horrifying, especially the emotional realization that someone capable of hurting children deserves no mercy. The dialogue paints him not simply as an enemy, but as a symbol of cruelty and corruption. The emotional hatred directed toward him feels earned because the series slowly shows the devastating consequences of his actions on everyone around him. What makes the episode even stronger is the emotional conflict inside the characters themselves. They are trapped between love and destruction. On one side, there is the desperate desire to protect the people they care about. On the other side, revenge continues pulling them toward darkness. This internal war gives the episode incredible emotional depth because nobody feels emotionally safe anymore. Every character appears wounded, unstable, and dangerously close to collapse. The scenes involving emotional dependency and fear of loss are especially heartbreaking. The desperate plea not to anger Ateş because they might lose him emotionally reveals how fragile his mental state has become. At the same time, the confession, "I only want to stay with you," brings a softer emotional layer into the darkness. These moments remind viewers that behind all the rage and violence are deeply broken people searching for love, safety, and peace. One of the most tragic moments in the episode is the painful realization that love may not be enough anymore. When the line, "You were right, we cannot become one," is spoken, it feels like the emotional collapse of everything the characters fought for. That moment carries enormous emotional weight because it suggests that revenge and trauma may have already destroyed the possibility of happiness. The sadness in this realization is devastating and leaves viewers emotionally shattered. The pacing of the episode is exceptional. The tension never truly disappears. Even the quieter scenes feel heavy with emotional danger, as if every conversation could lead to violence or heartbreak. The background music intensifies the emotional pain perfectly, making scenes feel even more haunting and unforgettable. Combined with the cast's strong performances, the episode becomes emotionally overwhelming in the best possible way. This chapter of Arafta proves why the series stands out among modern Turkish dramas. It is fearless in showing the ugly side of revenge, the emotional damage caused by abuse, and the terrifying consequences of unresolved pain. The episode is dark, emotional, explosive, and deeply human. It leaves viewers with a sense of heartbreak, anger, and suspense while raising one terrifying question. Once revenge consumes the soul completely, is there any way back to love?